Hey guys, Sean here. So along with the Mummy news, there's also some news I wanted to talk about as well. So it's been said that after so many years of delays, Paramount has decided not to move forward with a Calvin Trek 4, ending the Calvin timeline at a trilogy. I'm split on this. On the one hand, I'm kind of bummed because I really liked these movies and wanted to see them continue. God, I hate flies. Sorry, guys. Stupid flies. But the other one is I can see kind of why they've stopped because of the constant delays, because of Anton Yelchin's passing. Probably kind of played a little bit of a role in it. And then not to mention because of because of how Star Trek Beyond fared. But probably both. I wouldn't say critically, but also financially maybe, because I think it did fall short in terms of box office. So yeah, I can kind of see why they would turn, kind of not want to do more. Hang on. There we go. So I could kind of see why they wouldn't want to do more, but it's just pretty bummed because I wanted to see another one. Because there were reports of them bringing back Hemsworth from the first movie. I guess via time travel, the only way I could see it happening, considering he died in the first 12 minutes of the first movie. So I can kind of, because I wanted to see how Kirk would react to seeing his father, considering through this whole series, and he was even kind of highlighted in the third one, where Bones said, "You spent your whole life essentially being George Kirk. You've forgotten what now you're trying to figure out what it means to be Jim." So it would have been kind of interesting for Kirk to actually confront his father that he never knew. Which, from what I've read, had they made the fourth movie, the actors would have needed to take a pay cut because of the production, not the production, but the box office that Beyond brought in, which would have necessitated probably a lower budget, necessitated the actors to get a lower pay cut, receiving a pay cut. However, one of the main holdups was because Pine and Hemsworth didn't want to take a pay cut, and so that was one of the holdups. Not to mention the constant revolving door of writers and directors. Because I think the guy who directed Fantastic Four: First Steps was supposed to be the director of the fourth Calvin Trek movie, but obviously that fell through, and he did First Steps instead, which I actually did enjoy, minus a few things. And yeah, it's also now on Disney Plus though. Fantastic Four: First Steps premiered on Disney Plus today, and I haven't watched it yet, but I probably will tomorrow or something. I don't know yet. But all in all, I wish they would make another one because, like, I get probably why because of all the constant delays and shit, but I don't know. I wish they would have. I would have loved to have seen this cast return, you know. But it is what it is, I guess. Oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. I wish. But it is what it is. And that's all it is. So yeah. Like I said, and I've said this before probably, I really enjoy the Calvin Trek series. Or at least what I call it. I call it the Calvin Trek series because they exist in the Calvin timeline, which was named after the USS Calvin, which was the ship that Kirk's dad died on. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to get on here and talk about how I felt about it. Let's see. My typing sucks. So yeah, it says that they want a fresh take for the new series, for the direction they're going in, whatever that means. But yeah. But yeah, it says that multiple reports from early this month have indicated that the sequel has basically been canceled. And it says Paramount's reportedly moving on from the current era of the film franchise to pursue new ideas. Studios looking for a fresh take that is not tied to the Kelvin timeline. And then it said basically says that while the Kelvin timeline is dead, Paramount has not abandoned the movie franchise entirely and may develop other new projects. Which, like I said, is very sad because I've been wanting to see another movie, and even some of my movie friends have wanted to see another one. But we're unfortunately not going to get it. And again, I can kind of see why, because Star Trek Beyond did the business it did. You know? See. Yep. And like I said, because it basically underperformed because it grossed about $343.5 million worldwide against a $185 million budget, which was seen as a financial disappointment compared to the predecessors. Though, not sure how it's a disappointment if it made more. Hang on. But yeah, overall, it's mainly because Star Trek Beyond underperformed. Somehow, it underperformed, even though it made more than its budget. I don't know. But it was considered a box office disappointment. And so, plus the constant delays, and all that stuff. So they just to quote Jack Sparrow from At World's End, they wash their hands of this weirdness. So, it is what it is, guys. And it sucks. But hey, at least we have a good trilogy out of it. So yeah, I just wanted to get out here and share my thoughts about it. And say